there in TMSM world. Ooh, my phone's outside. Look how pretty that is.
It does seem very nice.
That's very magical.
It's very magical.
Very magical. How is everyone doing this Monday evening?
Monday evening, back to school here in Central
Right.
Florida.
Today was the first day back. All the kiddies going to school. Parents jumping in the streets for joy.
No.
Some parents were.
Before we start, though, I want to mention that we have a really bad storm going through our area right now, so you're probably going to hear thunder.
I thought that was just Haunted Mansion sound
It
effects.
was Haunted Mansion sound effects. But there is a really bad storm, so I'm praying that we don't lose power or our signal. So
Our phones will probably keep working, but if we lose power, the camera will shut off. And the lights and my computer.
So let's hope that doesn't happen, because we do have a lot to talk about. But I just wanted to put that out there that there is a bad storm going on right now.
That's
so. Preempt, just to let you
That's what I was
know.
trying to say.
Just to let you know. And then of course, before we start, any shares are very much appreciated.
Chuck already told them.
Thank you, Chuck. We do appreciate any shares that you give us, because it does help us. Like, every little bit helps. So
Every
thank you.
little bit helps us tremendously.
Yeah. Okay, so you ready to get going?
Let's get going. So last week we left you guys on Monday night, and we didn't really do anything until Thursday, correct?
You didn't introduce the show number.
I did that on purpose. I was waiting for Scarlett to catch me like she did last week. Okay, hello, welcome to TMSM Weekly Live, show number 62 for August 12th, 2019. I'm Scott Atwood.
I'm Michelle Atwood.
And let's get started.
Let's get started.
So, like I was saying last week, we didn't do anything on Tuesday, didn't do anything on Wednesday, I don't believe, radio show.
Yeah, it had the radio gig on.
And then on Thursday, we were invited over to a small media event at Galaxy's Edge, actually.
Galaxy's Edge.
So we had gotten the invitation for that earlier in the week that we wanted to come over, but we really didn't know what it was about. They said it was economics or something about economy for the Central Florida area, but we weren't sure what that meant exactly. So when we got over there, they were mostly talking about the amount of jobs that Galaxy's Edge created for the construction workers to build Galaxy's Edge, as well as the amount of people that Disney had to employ to run Galaxy's Edge after it was done. So that's what it was a lot about it. This was my first time in any Galaxy's Edge.
Yes, I forgot that because I had forgot that I've seen it, but he hasn't. So it was kind of cool to actually get him in the land.
Yes, so I got to see the basic entry. I saw X-Wing. I saw the entrance to where Rise of the Resistance will be. Even though they weren't telling us that's what it was, we kind of figured out that the little things where the magic band would scan was.
And plus, it says there was like wait time up there. So, and we knew it wasn't the Millennium Falcon. So, process of elimination, it was Rise of the Resistance.
They were trying to be sneaky, but we caught on them.
Yes, so.
But we were there, actually, there was very few of our usual group of the fan sites. It was mostly the news media, the different radio, or different television stations.
And newspaper.
And newspaper. Mm-hmm. Disney was actually, they said 1,200, I think, up to 1,200 the Boys and Girls Club of America kids that were invited to come and see Galaxy's Edge that day. And I'm not sure if they rode the ride or not. I would assume they did.
I assume so. They had us on the other side of the land because I don't think they wanted us to interfere with like the kids from the Boys and Girls Club. So
which
like,
is fine.
Which ours was like, we were kind of over to the side. But it was nice to get a little peek ahead of time because the big media press event is at the end of the month, the 27th and 28th.
Right, which we'll just be getting back from D23, so we were going to be exhausted.
We are going to be exhausted.
You are. I'm not going on the 27th or 28th, so I will be dropping her off and I will be coming home and going back to bed.
Robert Carlson, it could have been the hidden third attraction, Jar Jar's laugh floor.
I've heard that's going in there.
It's possible.
That will close that land quicker than anything.
You know what? If that happens, Robert, then there will be no wait times back there because nobody's going to go.
And we do know Bob Iger's in town, so maybe he heard this and maybe he'll put that in there. Just
I think we come up with some really great ideas. I mean, was it last?
Germany.
Oh, Germany.
Wow.
Hi. From Germany.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you.
We're like all over the place. Squirrel. But yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long day.
It has. It was the first day back for Aiden. Andrew, of course, is done. I graduated, so had to get up and take Aiden, which wasn't ready to get up at 6:05.
But he was awake.
He was awake. He was awake and ready to go. But it's the first day of school. He was excited.
That'll.
By the third or fourth day of school, I'll probably be getting him up.
You guys hear this thunder? It's like totally like Haunted Mansion thunder.
Please welcome Chris Hemsworth to the show. Thor. God of Thunder.
I'm thinking Haunted Mansion. He's thinking Thor. Okay. So anyway, so we did do Galaxy's Edge, and speaking of the Haunted Mansion, so Friday was the anniversary, the 50th anniversary. Oh, you hear that? You like that?
I love it.
So.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, so.
Wow, how long does that one go?
I don't know. I guess it's just going to.
Well, we still got to go through the entire graveyard at this point.
Well, shit. Like our Doom Buggy just runs it.
The other one plays like one line of the song and that's it. The 50th anniversary goes a little bit longer.
I guess.
It's like a 50-second run.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, it stopped. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so we got up early and we went over to Magic Kingdom because, as we talked about last week, for the anniversary of. Even though it's Disneyland that was celebrating 50 years, Disney World was, of course, celebrating as well because they do that.
And technically, Disney World's 50th is next year.
Yes.
October 1st, or no, 2 years.
No, 2
October
years.
1st,
2 years.
2021.
But anyway, so they had a merchandise event. They had special photo ops. They had a cupcake, of course, because they have cupcake for everything.
What's the point if you don't have a cupcake? Don't have a party.
Cupcake. What else did they have? But anyway, so like when you
Lines.
walk, I had
the little press guy thingy. Yep, I don't know what it is now.
Where it's at now. Okay, so
never mind. She never had anything.
All right, so when you walked in, they gave you like a little purple pamphlet. I put it on like our social media, and I believe I put it in a blog. I did.
I think you did.
But it told you like where you needed to go, like for whether it's merchandise or whatever you're for the Haunted Mansion stuff. So. He went in one line, I went another line. The line to get into like Memento Mori was like all the way over to the hub, and then they walked you over. And so I went in that line because I wanted the most variety. So I got in that line, and it was like a parade of people that went over to the store. They took you around the back of the store. Through the tangled restroom area in a big old circle, and then like circled the porch. It was crazy, and it was hot. Even though the line started at 7:45, I think I was in line for an hour and a half.
I was in the long line because my line came in. We started out. We went down the path to Adventureland, and we actually, when they finally started escorting us down to the land where they took us to where, if you know where the bathroom area is, in between the Jungle Cruise Restaurant, Navigation Skipper
Canteen,
and then
by the sunglass place.
Yeah, by the sunglass place.
Yeah.
They took us through there. I stood there for almost an hour and 15 minutes before we even moved from that spot. I was right before we went underneath the little covered area. At that point, they were telling us the line was stretching into the hub. From that point, I was in line for the Funkos and the pins, which was the longest line. At one point, we saw a bunch of managers running through. Somebody was speculating there was fighting up at the front to get the pops.
Over pops and pins.
Because everybody wanted the Madame Leela to glow-in-the-dark pop. And for those who didn't get the glow-in-the-dark pop, there will be a non-glow-in-the-dark pop that will be available in September at Target, Hot Topic, and Box Lunch. But I did get mine. I was thankful. But towards the end, right before I get to go, cast members came over and they're like, "What are you here for?" I'm like, "The pop." They're like, "Okay." And they like stopped. They put a cast member at the front of me. I'm like, "Oh no, what's going to happen?" And then they counted up. They go, "Okay, follow us." So they took me out of line, which of course made me nervous after standing there for like almost an hour and 45 minutes. Took me out of line. They led me over to the Christmas store. Come to find out, Memento Mori and the Christmas store both had the Funko Pops as well. Nobody.
But they didn't tell you that.
They didn't make that announcement.
And I didn't know that, and nobody standing in line knew that because they had the Doonies over at the Christmas store. So, but they were kind of smart how they did it. Like when you walked up towards the hub, they were asking like, "What are you looking for?" So if you're looking for the Funkos, you go this way. If you're looking for the Doonies, you go this way. If you're just looking for whatever, like I was towards Memento Mori, you go that way. And so people were all separated. So, but I didn't realize that they were selling the Funkos at Memento Mori until I was getting ready to pay because I was trying to get the boys a T-shirt and get him something, get him the Doom Buggy, and I didn't know. Well, it was so weird. It's so weird because you just don't know who you're going to run into. And I ran into two separate ladies that didn't even know each other, knew who I was, and they came and were talking to me. And they're like, "Oh, we follow what you do, blah, blah, blah." And of course, if any of you ever run into me in a park or whatever, I will sit and talk your ear off because I know you're shocked.
You're forgetting, though, the first person who came up to you was that little girl.
Oh, yeah. When I was standing in line, this little girl had come up and she was probably like 8, 9 maybe, and asked me for a picture, which is still so strange to me, but she was just the sweetest thing. But anyway, so the ladies in the store, I talked to one and I talked to another, and she goes, just so you know, they have Funkos behind the counter. And I did not know that.
Needless to say, I was not getting out of line even if she was buying Funkos.
So I messaged him and I said, a nice lady gave me a little piece of intel and told me that if you ask, they have them. So I'm like, do you want me to get yours so you can get out of that line? And he was so nervous about not getting it that he didn't want to get out of that line. And then he's like, you know, telling me all the commotion that's going on over on that side. You know, people are fighting and people are getting upset. And, you know,
and we were all sweating.
Oh my gosh, it was so hot. It is so hot. I just, so I'm like, okay, so I wanted to make 110% sure before I told him. Not that I didn't believe the nice lady next to me, because I totally did, but he's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, but then he didn't get out of line.
No, I was like, I'll just wait here. I've waited this long. They told me there's plenty of them. There was no chance. Hey, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
There was no chance of them running out of them from where I was in line, because I was towards the front of the line, even though it still took me almost an hour and 45 minutes. I was still towards the front, so they told me I was safe, but people, like maybe 100 past me, they said that's where it's going to start getting a little bit sketchy, I think. They might not have them. Because one person in front of me said there was a family of 7 people, and each of the members of the 7 bought their limit of 10, which is just wrong. I understand people want to buy them, they want to make money off them, they want to resell them, but there should be a family limit. I understand putting the limit on a person, but they should somehow put it on a pass holder. You know what, you can get, if you want to set 10 as limit, fine. Limit 10 to your AP discount, and then after that you're paying full price, because that will eliminate the people buying 70.
Yeah, because people bought 70 in front of him.
70.
Now that's excessive. Now I understand that some people, you know, they do this for a living or whatever, but some of the eBayers, like when we were standing in line, people were looking up to see. Now nobody even had these things in hand yet, and people were already selling them on eBay. And I don't know.
I remember we did that once. We were at Food and Wine opening day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And she was by the purses at we were Musker?
Yeah.
Musker.
I wasn't buying them.
We were in there. She was just trying to get pictures. I was standing back, and there was managers and stuff back where I was standing. They were talking, and I was just curious. So I went on eBay, and there was somebody already selling them. They had only been open 20 minutes at that point. There was already somebody in hand selling, which I'm guessing they just took a picture right there, posted it on eBay, and put them up for sale. And I said to the manager, I said, somebody was just in here and bought these, and look what they're already doing. And they shook their head and they said, there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot stop anybody from buying them, and whatever they do with them after that is their choice, which is sad. But I think
that I feel bad because there's some people, well, like us, and I'm sure a lot of you, that go to these things and we just want something for ourselves. You know, like I got caught up for a minute there. When I finally got in the store, I was hot, tired.
She texted me, what's my limit?
I'm like, I don't know what to buy. I'm like, now that I'm in here, I was all excited. I made it. I have duration. Got in the store and I was like, oh God, what do I want to buy? Because I didn't know. Because they didn't tell you exactly what was in there. We knew there was 50th anniversary stuff like the Doom Buggy and I assume shirts and stuff, but I didn't know all of what was in there. So then when I walked in, I was like, and I'm frugal when it comes to buying stuff for myself, but I was like, okay, so it was like Christmas for me. All right, I need to get each boy like a shirt or something, find a present for him, and he's like, what are you doing?
I'm sitting there buying Funko. That is my present. I just wanted my $15 Funko.
And then there's me, and I'm like, okay, so Andrew needs a shirt, and Aiden needs this, and I did buy myself a jacket, a hoodie. But, so I wanted to take the money that I was going to spend and stretch it, plus I had a gift card left over, so I got a little bit of stuff. But you can get so caught up in the merchandise frenzy. And I just wanted something, now this is so dumb because, like, I wanted something that said 50. Now, they had the 50th anniversary stuff, but it says Disneyland. Now, you usually don't see Disneyland merchandise in Walt Disney World, and we're going to Disneyland.
Sometimes you'll see it with both names on it.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, I probably could have got this stuff in California next week, but I didn't want to chance it because I stood in line all that time.
And the other part about what I told her, I said, if we can get it here because we get our annual pass discount.
True.
In California, we don't get a discount.
We don't get a discount out there.
So, same price, but we got to pay full price out there. And they get a lot better discounts in
They do.
But we'll talk about that in another show.
But anyway, so I could not, I just could not believe the amounts of people
No, and I was there for my Funko. Anybody who knows me, I'm a huge Funko collector. I know Robert, he's on here, he's a huge collector as well. And there's guys like us who just collect it because we just love the collecting of it. And we like getting that rare one that you can say, hey, look what I got. And it's fun to us. But then you got the people who could care less. They're just looking at, okay, I'm going to pay 17, I'm going to sell it for 50, and I'm going to do that for 10 of them. And I'm going to make $350, $400. And they're going to get their money and walk away. And I get it, it's supply and demand. And people will pay that. That's the reason there is a demand, because people,
for the
Funko
people that
collectors
can't
will
get
do
out,
it. Exactly.
can't get out and get it. Now, speaking of California D23, we're covering D23 next week. Now, when you go out there, they have what's called the Dream Store. That is exclusive merchandise for the convention, and then they have other areas. There's like 3 different stores like on the convention.
Mickey's of Glendale,
Mickey's of Glendale.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
I don't even know, but there's a few different ones, and then there's the one that has the Imagineering stuff, and then there's different areas where you can find like the Funkos and the different.
Well, Funko will have a booth there this year because they're so big.
But it's stressful because, like, if you just want to get something for yourself or for a friend or a family member and you're trying to get it and you know that there's, like, these diehard, like the eBayers out there that, are going to scoop it all up, it's stressful. it's going to happen for
Convention's
D23
stressful,
too.
and it will. The only thing bad about if you buy stuff at D23 is you got to carry it around with you the rest of the day.
Yeah.
There's like no place to get rid of it, to put it.
So I just had a thought. Sidebar. So like
Is it food?
No, it's not food.
It's not a real sidebar.
Okay, so it's a partial sidebar. So last week, that Friday, the 50th anniversary merchandise was dropping. But if you went to the last Villains party of the year, which was Thursday night. Mm-hmm. You could get exclusive. You get your hands on the merchandise
Some of it.
Now, when I was standing in that line for an hour and 40 minutes or whatever it was, you start listening to the people around you because there's nothing else to do. And this lady in front of me, was a lady 2 in front of me? Because there was another lady who knew who we were in line. She's bought from us for clothing. But anyways, that's so not the point. But
that's a sidebar within a sidebar.
Another sidebar. But she had told me that people bought tickets. Now, the Villains After Hours party tickets are like $120 a person. And I guess they bought tickets for the party and went over to the merchandise locations, and they waited like an hour and a half that night before just to get the jump on, so they didn't have to come back in the morning.
But what was it? They didn't have the pop, they didn't have the purse, and they didn't have, was it the Pandora?
I don't know.
There was like 3 items that were not going to be available that would not be released until Friday, and I think those were the 3. But it was just crazy. It really was.
It was insane.
And I know Cheryl told us, Cheryl Thomas McCall, I wish she would have told me ahead of time because I would have gotten it for her. But she drove there, and they were supposedly out of Funkos and pins by 3.
Yeah, by 3.
She didn't think they would sell out.
And when we were there at 7:30 in the morning, they had tons of stuff. Like tons. And I know that some of it is still, you can still get like it's a Madame Leota Pandora bead, and it has like, there's another, like it's a 2-piece set. And they have like glowing, like their plastic ears, they glow. Yeah. They have those. And so like not everything is gone.
So this was the glow-in-the-dark Madame Leota pop that everybody was fighting for.
Like literally.
And I had to buy one for myself. Corey had messaged me to pick him up one, and then John asked me to pick them up one. So I picked up theirs while I was there. So I did buy the 3.
But he didn't have to duke it out with anybody.
I didn't duke it out. Actually, I think they were like, "Oh, you're only getting 3." Oh yeah. Can I buy the other 7?
People were surprised that they weren't buying more. I mean, he didn't go 70. Like, we can't afford that anyway.
No, there was a lady in line. She goes, "I only need 1." I'm like, "Really?"
Like, get 2 just because you can.
I know. buy 2, sell the 1. You'll pay for both.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I don't know.
But while we're talking about Funko today, I did post it on our Insta story. Yeah. I posted it on my Instagram and my Facebook. I came home and Funko had sent me a nice little package, which is one thing I really love about my job. They do this. So for Funko, they sent out, these are part of the Haunted Mansion line that's coming out. So this is an exclusive, it's just a Funko figure. So this is Ezra. This will be the Target exclusive. Ezra. And I believe this one's going to glow in the dark according to what it looks like on the back. It'll be a glow in the dark. She's got Madame Leota, which is that one. That one's not the exclusive, is it? No.
No.
Well, that's exclusive, but that one will be, I think, at, I want to say Hot Topic Box Lunch in Target. That's the box lunch exclusive, which is one of the single busts, right?
No, this is one of the when you're standing outside the mansion, they have the bus.
Oh, the statues.
Yeah, the statues is one of those.
And then this is Gus, who's just another one of them. On top of those 4, they sent me, which I had no idea this was even coming out, the Dapper Dans of Disneyland set, which is a full set, full-size set of the 4. This is the D23 exclusive. After I got it, I looked it up because I was just curious because I hadn't even seen it yet. People are already selling this on eBay. So
what?
other people like me who Funko sends it to them, they put them on eBay. Which that to me is completely wrong. If Funko's going to send it to you, they want you to have it. They don't want you to make a profit off of it, but I guess some people don't care about that.
But you know, they send it so that we can tell our viewers, our readers about what's coming. Like, I didn't even know that was going to be for D23.
Here.
So, I mean...
I sent the picture of it when I got it to Lou. Lou Mangello, he's also another Funko collector, and we talk about it all the time. So I sent him the picture. He goes, oh man, he goes, where did you get that? And I told him Funko sent it to me. He's like, oh, I gotta get on that list.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it's one of those things that, like when I was saying Robert, I mean, we talk about, oh, look what I got. Robert, look what I got. I got the Dapper Dans.
Robert, look what I got. It's so funny because when he gets a box or something in the mail, it's like Christmas for him. He gets all excited.
It is. And Robert just mentioned there's going to be a 10-inch Target exclusive Ezra. So if you know who Ezra is, he's the tallest one of the Hitchhiking Ghosts in the middle. There's going to be a 10-inch pop of his at Target only. The 10-inch pops are very hard to get, and anything exclusive at Target is very hard to get.
We can't ever get anything at Target. We always miss out.
I always end up buying it at the next convention and paying more than what it costs. I had to do that with Endgame. I had to do that with Infinity War. I've had to do that with almost every Marvel one I have. I have like 5 of them upstairs, and I've had to buy them all at a convention later, usually, to get them. But I was very happy with this. There's going to be, when I talked to Funko last week, they said the entire set, except for Leota, the rest of it's going to be all released in September. They wouldn't give me a date yet, but it is coming. So once more information drops on that, I will let everybody know. I will probably be at the stores trying to get them myself.
Yeah. It's stressful.
Well, the set, the regular size set, there's still going to be there's going to be a regular Madame Leota that's not going to glow. There's going to be the opera singer. There's going to be the mummy in the tomb, and then Constance, the bride will be in there. Also at Target, there's going to be a 3-pack of the Chrome Hitchhiking Ghost.
That we'll probably never get our hands on.
Yes, we will. The 10-inch Ezra. And then also Box Lunch and Hot Topic will have an exclusive to them only. These will only be available Hot Topic, Box Lunch, and Target from what I'm told. So that you won't be able to get them at Walmart, you won't be able to get them at GameStop, any of the other normal spots. They won't be available.
See? He remembered all of that.
I know, I even had to write notes on that. If you ever saw my collection upstairs, she goes up there and shakes her head.
So much.
That's why we had to move the show down here. There's no room.
I know. Seriously, we moved the show back down here because it was so hot up there with all the stuff that's up there. I don't know if we'll stay it like this, but
I need another shelf.
You need another shelf or a bigger room.
I have 150 pops in the closet in a box that I have no place to put. So.
Oh boy. Collector problems, I guess. There's just not enough.
Yeah, it's not a problem, actually.
It's not a problem. Wait till see, that's the thing, because we're, so again, about D23 next week, he's like, well, we got to make sure we leave some room in the suitcase in case we find some good souvenirs.
Well, I don't know if you've seen it, but one of the big souvenirs that everybody's posting is the Hitchhiking Ghost as a popcorn bucket, a drink cup, and what's the other
that? One? It's supposed to be a beignet holder. What's a beignet holder?
Who knows?
I mean, we don't hold them long enough to where we need a holder because we eat them right away.
So Phineas is the popcorn bucket. I'm guessing Gus, because he's the smallest one, would be the beignet holder, and then Ezra would be the drink cup. Would be my guess. But the 3 of them actually link together, and it looks like they glow in the dark. I'm not 100% sure. But if you want to see them, look up doombuggies.com. Jeff's posted all of them on their social media, and they're fantastic. And
Disneyland really, I'm sorry, they get the good stuff out there. Not that we don't get good stuff at Disney World, but they get good stuff.
And they got praline beignets coming.
They do. Oh, I'm trying so hard to stay on the butterscotch diet. Ones were hard. Oh, the butterscotch beignets were like, oh my gosh.
We had a 6-pack every day we were there in May.
So bad. So bad, but so good.
I'm not going to say if I had one when she was inside Galaxy's Edge or not.
Probably did. But anyway, so we're going to try to get like pictures of everything out there as well. It's just overwhelming, but we need room in our suitcases in case we need to find that popcorn bucket. And then hopefully we can find something to bring back for you guys as a prize.
And hopefully we can find a post office to mail stuff that doesn't fit in there.
Like, we need prizes. We need prize room. We're gonna have to.
I'm gonna take my printer and my scale. I'm gonna lay stuff in the room.
We're gonna have to buy an extra suitcase, like you see the tourists here doing. That fly overseas. They go and buy suitcases.
I had to go get a bigger suitcase because when we went in May, she has a big suitcase.
Shock.
Well, because it costs more to send a second. It was cheaper to buy a second suitcase than to buy a second bag on the plane. But I went and bought a bigger case because in her bag going in May, I had my tripod, I had some of my camera equipment, I had things like that. And I figured with this trip, we both need more because we're going to be there double the amount of time. So
and the boys are
going. So I did get a bit larger suitcase for myself to be able to take everything this time.
Oh, and yes, I'm flying again. So pray for me.
Next Sunday.
Or
Sunday. I should say Sunday. Yeah, we leave Sunday afternoon.
If you're the praying type, throw one out there for me because I hate flying.
Yep. So just to let you know, we are leaving Sunday for Disneyland. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be park days, and we're actually going to be also seeing the Disney Studios sometime within that 4 days.
Yes.
We're doing a tour of the studio, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday are D23, and then we're leaving Monday afternoon to come back home. But because of the time change and the flight, we get home at like 12:07 a.m., which is Tuesday, and she has to be at Galaxy's Edge at like 8 o'clock Tuesday morning.
Yep.
So by the time we land, get our luggage, drive home, get everything in the house, get settled a little bit. It's going to be 2 in the morning probably.
Yeah, so you're going to get all kinds of coverage. I mean, the show must go on.
I'll be sleeping. Actually, I'll probably go get our dogs.
Yes, but I know. My dog is really my dog.
See, Michelle even said, I get the dogs. I probably won't come get them that Monday. After
yes, Auntie Michelle gets the dogs. Lucky you. They are sweet, though. You're going to love Ava. So anyway, let's see. So that's all next week. Let's focus back on this week. What do we got next?
Okay, so we went to the 50. We talked about the 50th Haunted Mansion, the
Yes.
Funkos. We talked about Galaxy's Edge, that we were in there for a little bit. Next would be what you did today.
Oh, yes. So did you watch my coverage today? I've been out in the heat since what time this morning? 8:30.
I didn't watch any of it.
You didn't watch any of it?
A little bit.
Whatever. He doesn't like. You don't watch half of the stuff I do.
I was running Andrew around to get him my ID.
Okay. Anyway, so if you watch,
I don't have to watch it because I live it.
Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this morning was the grand opening ceremony of the NBA experience at Disney Springs. So a lot of people weren't sure what it was going to be about. The ceremony itself was pretty cool. There was some NBA players up there. Bob Iger was there. Bob Chapek was over to the side, but technically there because I saw him. I put pictures up on our Instagram. But it was really neat to see. So you have to forgive me because I watch football more than basketball, truth be told.
She never watches basketball, truth be told.
But
Football
I did recognize some of the basketball players. Granted, they did announce them, but some of them they didn't even have to announce because I knew. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there, like everybody knows him.
She hung out with him at Galaxy's Edge at Disney.
I didn't hang with him.
They were at the same party.
He was there, but I didn't hang with him.
She didn't have any time for him. She's like, no, Kareem, I'm busy.
No, because you don't go and like stalk celebrities.
So how tall are you really?
He's so tall. He's like really tall. And it's anyway. Okay. I'll tell you who I did know. Grant Hill. Now I knew who Grant Hill was because he used to be a Detroit Piston back when the Pistons were winning.
And he was a leader. In the
yes.
Pistons,
so like Grant Hill was like where we were from. Grant Hill was a big thing. Now this
313
from Detroit. Now that's back when Isaiah Thomas was.
No, he was after Isaiah. He was after Isaiah. I think he played a little bit with Joe Dumars, who's the president of the Pistons right now. But Grant Hill came in at a time when the team was starting to rebuild, and he was a fantastic player from Duke. Highly recruited, and the Pistons landed him, and I think he played the majority of his career in Detroit, and then towards the end he left, and I think he went to Orlando actually, which might be why he was there today.
Yeah, but it's funny because when he walked out, I'm like, from Detroit. Well, granted, they don't know him from Detroit, but I do.
I know I had his Nikes. He had Grant Hill Nikes at the time, yeah, and I had them.
But anyway, so Grant Hill. And
Dwayne Wade from the Miami Heat was there, which he's a huge player in the NBA. He's probably, he's up there with LeBron James. I mean, they're two names that go.
I knew that name, but then those other ones I did not, and I apologize. But so I knew some, but I knew Bob Iger.
And then you said the president of the NBA was there.
Yes.
Because you had a picture with him.
I think it was like VP of the NBA.
And you took a picture of Mickey in his basketball.
And Mickey. Oh, and then it's like, okay, so Bob Iger and the basketball stars were pretty cool, but when they were done, I have video, I have to put it on our YouTube channel, but Mickey and Minnie stayed behind and they danced for like a couple of songs, and they were really, really cute.
Oh, that's cool.
It was really cute, so.
I know a lot of people were hesitant, why the NBA, why are they doing the NBA? And to be honest, I'm not even sure. Orlando does support the Orlando Magic. The Disney and Orlando Magic do work together. If you're an annual pass holder and you live down here, actually you can renew your annual passes at the Amway Arena. And if you do it there for $10, you can get a Orlando Magic jersey with your name and number on the back, customized. Just for renewing your passes there, it's the same price you pay no matter where you are. But you can go down there and get the jersey for $10, and there's a Disney logo, I believe, on the jersey. Plus, if you go to the Amway, there's Disney everywhere in the Amway. They're a huge sponsor of the Orlando Magic. The town is more of a soccer town than a basketball town, if you ask me.
Yeah, but kind of basketball in Orlando is a big deal, I would say. But it's hard for us because
we're football fans.
And we're not from here, so it's different. Like he said, we're from a 3-1.
Well, and in Detroit, we had all 4 major sports. So we had the Pistons, we had the Red Wings, we had the Tigers, and the Lions. So we had 4 teams. I won't say winning.
I was gonna say you're Lions fans. Like, oh, look at see, Lions fans, and that is not even planned. I just happen to be drinking water out of this cup.
They got killed the other day.
Oh.
So the Patriots, but they beat them last year during the regular season.
Long-suffering Lions fans. That's us.
Yeah, one day.
No, Robert, I did not get the Mickey Funko. I did not see it.
the same thing.
I didn't see it. The Funko, like they had a merchandise table at the House of Blues. That's where I saw that.
Here, Melissa Grove. Ronnie's laughing because I was quoting 8 Mile.
8 Mile, yes. I mean, but when it's so funny because
that's my M&M tattoo right there.
It's funny because when people find out you're from Detroit, well, we're from south of Detroit.
They usually take a step back first.
And then they're like, so you like know where 8 Mile is? We're like, yes. You know, or it's like
north or south of 8 Mile.
It's just funny. They're like, so like you ever see like Eminem walking around? No. Have you ever run into Kid Rock? No.
Actually, I have.
You have,
yeah.
But no, it's not like that.
It was funny because I lived in Las Vegas for a little bit after graduated high school, and lived out there with my dad. And I was working out there, and I met a guy who was from Compton. And as we were kids growing up, Compton was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, NWA, all those guys were there. And I was like, oh man, I never want to go from there. And this guy I met was from Compton. He was all talking trash and big and bad. He goes, where are you from? I said, Detroit. He's like, man, I would never go to Detroit. He goes, that place is crazy. And I kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, that's much later.
Yeah, that's where we're from. That's where we're from. From the D.
From the D.
Okay, we'll stop. We're showing our
wow, this shit just went way downhill.
Side. Okay, yeah, don't mess.
I need some M&M. See, I would do an M&M mic drop.
Okay,
don't work.
We're really tired. I'm sorry.
Born and raised in South Detroit. South Detroit is actually
where we're from. Yeah. That's what they call the area. Yes.
Steve Perry wrote that song when they were in Detroit. And he was looking out the window south of the Detroit River, and that's downriver, which is where we were from.
That's where we're from.
So
like, no joke.
Yeah, he called it south of Detroit, and that's where we've always in Detroit. That is like the national anthem. At the Red Wing game,
yes,
they play that song.
That part, they turn it down so that everybody can yell South Detroit. Like no joke. How did we even get on this?
Wow.
I don't even know.
Detroit doesn't have much. Michigan as a whole doesn't have much.
We don't have that much. No claim to fame. But
we go to Ohio to go to a theme park.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot in Michigan.
We have Eminem, we have 8 Mile, we have a Journey song.
We have the big 3. Well, big 2 now.
Yeah, we have the Detroit Lions that, we have the Red Wings. Red Wings are, well, they used to be really good.
They used to be good. Steve Eiserman's back now. He left Tampa to go back there.
Yes. Okay, all right, we're going to stop talking about Detroit. Sorry. All right, anyway.
So that was the NBA experience. So we're not sure why they put it there. We both wanted an NFL.
But nobody cares what we want.
I think an NFL place down here would be fantastic because NFL, I mean, they're the only ones that have a network that's year-round. There's something going on in the NFL year-round. They would do really well if they had an NFL experience.
Okay, so, I always put a disclaimer. We shoot from the, straight and honest here, so let's just go with that. So, honestly, when I've put out information about the NBA experience. The majority of the comments I've gotten have not been good. Not because of, I mean, it's not my decision, of course, but a lot of people, because if you remember, they had an NBA thing over at City Walk at Universal, and then they ended up closing it.
And that was more of a restaurant, wasn't
yes,
it? More
yes,
like
that was a restaurant, though, with the
right.
big basketball player announced.
I think it was more like an NBA version of maybe Hard Rock, where they had like jerseys around and like the shoes and things like that. It was never really a restaurant, though.
So I think people were confusing it as like, oh, well, if it didn't do that great over at Universal, why are they bringing it to Disney? And it's not the same thing. Like, there's actually an interactive, like there's games you can, there's this, there was this like a slingshot game where you put a basketball in a slingshot and you let it go.
Shoot it at the basketball.
Yeah. There's, you know, they have like, well, it's all basketball games because it's the NBA experience.
Right.
Excuse me, they had a room where you could, which I didn't understand because it wasn't working, but
wasn't it play-by-play room or something?
No, it was like you sit there. I can't remember what it's called, but you sit there and they replay like a play, and you get to make the call if it's a good play, if it's a bad play, if it's a foul, if it's whatever. But it wasn't working.
If you're a basketball fan,
yes,
it's definitely the place for you to go.
Yeah, so if you are a basketball fan, then this is right up your alley. And we were trying to, you know, talk about a way to get, like, if you're a theme park fan, you might not be as inclined to go and check it out, but if, say, like, we have a lot of people that come to town for different events over at the ESPN Wild World of Sports. I mean, there's all kinds of, you know, the dance competitions, the soccer.
And I believe they do a college basketball tournament over there now.
They do basketball there. They do all kinds of things, and so we get a lot of athletes that come into town. Mm-hmm. And I think that this is another thing for them to go and do.
Right. The only thing, it does cost a fee to get into this. It's kind of like Disney Quest was. You pay a fee
charge to go in.
To go into the arena. Now they haven't said if there'll be any kind of annual pass holder discount, have they? Because I remember when we first got here, we bought the Platinum Pass for us. That included Disney Quest. It was one of our perks of buying that pass.
Yes.
So I'm just curious if this will eventually be added to the perks list of buying a certain level of pass that you'll be able to come and go in there as you please. But I don't know because I don't know how much Disney actually owns of it.
I don't know. They said it's a partnership with the NBA.
Yeah, so the NBA's probably got some say, and we're not going to just let anybody in for free. But maybe a discounted rate. You know.
I mean, if you like or love basketball, then this is totally something that you're going to like. It's regardless whether it's sports or whatever. You know, Walt Disney Imagineering does a great job with everything. I mean, you have to. The building itself is impressive. The inside is impressive. It was pretty cool. So if you know,
and if you're not sure where it is, it's where Disney Quest was.
Yes, on the west side.
On the west side, so they actually leveled the building Disney Quest was on, and they built a brand new building, which is resides right in that area.
It's the same, and it's two. You know, you remember Disney Quest wasn't just one floor; it was two or
no,
whatever.
I think it was 4 or 5.
Well, this was two. This is 2 floors, so it still is. It still has the multi-level, and I believe it's not completely done. They do have a gift shop, but I believe that there's going to be a bar in there as well.
It'll be. I mean, I don't foresee myself paying to go see it. If it was part of our pass, I'd probably go check it out. But I'm not a big enough basketball fan. Now, old school, I followed it. Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all those guys I grew up watching.
Dennis
Rodman was a Piston. So these are guys I would go if they were still playing, and I was into it back when I was then. But now I have no interest in basketball now. I just don't have time for it, really.
We only make time for right here.
And that's until they lose, and then I throw something.
And then he gets mad. And it's so funny because Sundays here, I know it's either going to be a good day or a bad day.
And I pace. If the game is close, I pace.
We're like, oh, come on. Just once.
See, I like what Judy said, though. She said maybe they should have made it all sports.
I really think that if they would have done it all sports, because then if...
ESPN could have just been the name on the whole thing.
They could have done like an ESPN sports complex type of thing there. They had, like, if you're going to do interactive games, have it multiple games.
Right, and you could have had the game day type foods out. So you have the wings, and you have the sandwiches, and you have that kind of stuff. So it's game day grub.
Yes, this is a good idea. See, we have such good ideas on TMSM Weekly Live.
You want to know a story?
Great ideas.
Years ago,
Oh boy,
I came up with the idea to write a cookbook called Game Day Grub, and it was just going to be about all the different foods you could have during the game for like the big game and all that stuff. Had this whole idea in my head, started writing it down, and then I just put it on the shelf. I stopped doing it because I did. Like 4 or 5 years later, I was at Cracker Barrel of all places, and they had a cookbook put out called Game Day Grub, and they did the exact same thing I planned. I was bitter.
You missed the boat on
Although
that.
my idea was to have a Food Network show where you have actually stars come on and they cook their favorite food that they would have on game day.
I'm surprised they don't have anything like
So
that.
like you have Barry Sanders come on and cook his famous chili or something like that.
Barry
How cool would that be?
Barry Sanders' famous chili.
It's gonna work.
It's good.
I'm gonna bring it back.
One of our ideas is gonna catch on someday because I think some of them are good. Not all of them, but some of them are good.
Iger was in town. He didn't call me about that Marvel Land we want to talk about.
Yeah.
See you at D23, buddy.
Yeah, no. Bob Iger was standing from 5 feet away from me, like Marvel. Do something about that.
Bob, I told you, call me. I'll help you with the Universal deal. I'm from 313. I'll make them an offer they can't refuse.
That's so funny. Okay, so what else? Okay, so after the NBA experience opening, I decided that I was going to take a chance, and even though I was tired and hot and whatever else, I was going to take a sprint over to World of Disney store because I just had a hunch that some Halloween stuff might be up. And lo and behold,
Her hunch was right.
hot. It was like...
Her hunch was right.
Oh, I was so excited. So, if you saw the footage I put up just a little while ago, I went in there and I knew I only had so much time, so I took pictures, I did a live feed, I did video for YouTube.
Because she wanted to go with me to pick up Aiden at school because it was his first day, so I'm like, okay, I'm coming to pick you up. And she's
I'm like, not yet, I'm working.
like, well, he gets out of school at the same time, regardless if you're busy or not.
So, if you didn't see, or if if you did, the Halloween merchandise is so good this year. It's so good.
I know, she goes, I want to buy something. We're going to Disneyland on Sunday.
I know.
You can't wait.
I stood there and I was like, should I buy? Because they have these new, they're purple, like witch hat ears. They're so cute.
Which we'll tell you more about in a few minutes.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Maybe it's
and then they have like a poison apple candle holder. They have like new shirts, new jackets, like a ghost pillow that says "Boo to You" on it, which I want that too.
So the dogs can lay on it.
So the dogs can lay on it.
You didn't show me though. What's the logo this year? You know how every year is a different logo.
I don't know. You're right. I didn't really know.
Because like last year, wasn't it like the red, and yeah, they were all different colored. Mickey, Donald, Minnie.
Was that last year?
I think that was last year. So I remember World of Disney had the big pillars done for each
This year,
character.
from what I saw, I only saw one display, but it didn't look like there was necessarily a theme, but it looked more monsterish, kind of. Okay. Oh yeah, so I guess that would be a theme.
Yeah,
because like Goofy.
So like Goofy Frankenstein.
Yeah, like Goofy Frankenstein.
And Mickey Dracula, is he back to that?
I don't really know because I was working. I just went and got what I needed, and we have to go. We can go look. We can go back tomorrow.
We don't have time.
Because I really want that poison apple candle holder.
You're going to Disney.
But yeah, the merchandise is so cute this year. What's cute every year? And it's funny because people make fun of me because I get excited about.
Who makes fun of her?
A lot of people. Because I get excited about Halloween. Now I know that it's way too early for Halloween, like every place else. But at Disney, it's exciting because we get to see new decorations, we get to see new merchandise.
Every August.
I get excited.
Which was funny because with Lost Princess Apparel, and the insight we have with Charlie's project to have the patterns made and stuff, we started telling her back in January, okay, we need this stuff before August because that's when Halloween starts here. And she's like, August? I'm like, trust us. Jack.
Trust us.
That's when it's needed. And it's starting to come out a little bit. Not in time, though, for the parties, but it's coming out.
They also have a candy corn, like, glitter spirit jersey that's really cute. And I can't tell you what, but I know that there's also things coming out Friday for the Halloween party that may or may not be a spirit jersey or ears or such.
For a different theme?
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to say.
No.
You're not allowed to give a hint?
No.
But what are you going to do, put a spell on me? That was completely improv. I did not know any of that.
So anyway, there's going to be, so Friday, this Friday, we have opening night of the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Halloween party, not Christmas party. But I don't know if I told you this last week. It's a dual media event, so we have to go meet it in Magic Kingdom. They're going to bus us over to Epcot to show us food and wine previews.
Which I'm guessing we're just going to be in World Showcase.
I'm guessing Showplace.
Sorry.
So if you follow the coverage Friday night, you're going to see food and wine preview of food and merchandise. Then they're busing us back over to Magic Kingdom to do the Halloween party. Now the Halloween party has the new fireworks show this year. There's new additions to the Booty You parade. Of course, new merchandise and such.
And I'm wondering if they're going to show us the thing at Tony's.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I'm wondering if that's part of the night for us that we have to go in there.
Yeah, I don't know exactly all that they're going to show us on Friday night, but I hope that you follow along because we're going to, like I said, you're going to get to see stuff.
And we're both going to be there, so we'll be tag teaming it. So Michelle will be doing a lot of the live feeding and stuff like that. I'll be doing a lot of the recording for us to upload to YouTube later. Yeah,
so I'm going to try to do live feeds on Facebook Friday for both, but probably even more so for Halloween. And then, of course, Instagram stories. I'm going to throw all of that out there so you guys can follow along.
Yeah, and when we do the party, when we're there with Disney, they really kind of tell us where to go and what time to be in some places.
Tell us where to go.
But there will be another party later in the season where we'll be able to go and explore it on our own and show everything. But Disney's really good about letting us see all the things that everybody wants to see. So like you'll have special view for fireworks. I already told her, I said, I know where I'm going to watch fireworks from. I don't care where everything is.
Robert said, Mickey's Not So Scary Food and Wine Halloween Party.
That's
exactly what we're doing.
Make that a spirit jersey.
I want that on a spirit jersey.
All the way across the back. And the font's going to be about this big.
It'll have to be like, it won't be just like this. It's going to have to be like a wraparound.
It'll be a wraparound.
Wraparound words.
Do the circles around the sleeves.
But at least I didn't say Mickey's Not So Scary Christmas Party because my friend Paula calls it that, I think Michelle calls it that, and now I call it that, and I don't mean to call it that.
And I made her a logo last night and put out.
It's so hard when you have to remember things for, like, whether it be for the radio or for the show.
And it's funny because Joe on the radio calls it something different.
Like Mickey's Not So Spooky something or
Yeah,
other.
he says spooky and says scary.
I don't even know. But I get myself all confused because of the silly names we make up for things. And then when I have to actually recall the real things, I second guess myself and be like...
Even her phone tries to correct her.
My phone pulls up Christmas. Yeah, my phone's in on the joke. How does that even happen? But yeah, so anyway. It's going to be a busy evening on Friday for all that coverage.
And on Saturday we're resting before the 8 days of chaos.
No, actually we have to go.
Oh, that's right.
So you guys,
that's good.
You guys remember? You guys know. 2 years ago, I did a live, my first interview show with Ben and Lisa from Frozen.
And that's what actually got her to finally do this show that we had talked about for years. She finally had the confidence.
So you know Ben, who is one of the Arendelle historians.
The Arendelle.
Okay, so he messaged me yesterday, I think, and he's doing a comedy show on Saturday, and he asked me if I would like to go and be his guest for his show. And he's doing 3 shows, and of course I said yes. I mean, we have like a ton to do on Saturday, but he's my friend, so I'm like, yeah, I'll totally go and be there for you. So Saturday afternoon, hopefully on Instagram stories, I'll have a little bit of his improv show.
And what's funny is Ben asked her about that. I got messages from Lisa, who I'm talking about, who's the other Arendelle historian.
Our favorites. Yeah.
And Lisa's actually going to be doing a comedy show locally here with a couple other Disney ex-Comedy Warehouse people. Because that's where Lisa's from, is Comedy Warehouse from Pleasure Island. So her and a couple other colleagues who were in that are doing a comedy show on iDrive, I think she said in September, and they asked me if I would help them with their website to get it up and running and help them a little bit with social media. So we're going to help them with that to push that for them, because just Lisa and Ben, we really
they're
like
really
them
nice
They're
people,
really
and they're
people.
funny and talented.
They
so
are.
if we can support them, then
we will always
do that. So yeah, watch for coverage for that as well. And then starting Sunday, it is on for Disneyland.
We will be
We
will be in the air for 5 hours, so give us a little bit of a break there. It's the only time she's off her phone unless she's asleep. So we'll have 5 hours of no phone.
You're just rude.
There's actually Wi-Fi on the plane.
Oh. Well, then maybe you won't be without me for those 5 hours. But I probably am going to drink my lunch before I get on the plane.
That's her candle money. That's her ear money that she wants to spend at Disney Springs tomorrow.
Wine money.
That's her wine money.
Hey, you do what you have to do. I mean, people have phobias, and that is my phobia, right?
Yep.
Hey, you know what? Whatever works. Whatever's gonna get me there. So anyway,
well, one thing I was going to mention though.
Oh, you go ahead.
Because being that you were just talking about the merchandise for Halloween, you want to talk about the Lost Princess giveaway you're doing for the ears?
Oh yes. So we start those really cool purple witch ears that I was just talking about. We are going to be giving a pair of those away from now till Thursday. There's a drawing for that if you go to Lost Princess Apparel. And we're doing Lost Princess Cash.
Yes.
So you can earn kind of like Kohl's Cash for the stuff you buy. You get like merchandise credit.
Right, you get so much money. We'll send you a code after the sale's over.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to use that code during a certain time, which we didn't put the time period when we're going to have the redemption period.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
But yeah, so, and then we have all kinds of really cute Halloween merchandise that has just hit. We have pumpkin, like Mickeys and Minnies. We have Hocus Pocus, which 2 different Hocus Pocus.
And one of them is very similar to the one Disney just
the one that Disney just put out. So definitely check it out, lostprincessapparel.com, or you can go to our Facebook page.
Is the Hatbox Ghost Charlie Girl still available?
I think so. Hatbox Ghost dresses, Haunted Mansion outfits.
That was mine.
Yeah, so if you're looking for stuff for fall, we got you covered literally. So Lost Princess Apparel. So check it out.
Definitely, yeah.
And our dresses have pockets, and they're comfortable. I'm wearing one right now. And
pockets.
Pockets are the best. They put your phone in there. Perfect.
I had no idea pockets were such a thing.
Pockets really are a thing.
Every time we do a show.
Or somebody will say, I like your dress. They'll be like, hey, thanks, it's got pockets. And they're like, pockets?
I'll take 50.
It's a big deal. So okay, and then, speaking of prizes, we have to announce last week's winner. And then we got something else for you.
Oh, who won this great big box that I have no clue how I'm going to mail yet? I thought I had a box that would fit, and it's like 4 inches too shy, so I'm going to have to cut
we're not really sure how we're going to mail this, but we'll figure it out.
I will figure it out. I have lots of boxes, so I will piece together 2 and wrap it and put it and get it in the mail and ship it out. And I was reading about this, and I don't think you saw this because it was on the back of the box, that these are actually replicas of the original Mickey and Minnie plushes that were made back when Mickey debuted. These are actual replicas built from the same pattern that was used in the 1930s. Charlotte Clark, I believe, was the one who created the first Mickey Mouse doll. And they took
You're reading that on the box.
No, I read it last week.
He read it on the box here.
I read it last week. I can't even read that, to be honest with you. But anyway, it was her pattern. They recreated it into the dresses, and that's what we're giving away. So, who won this great big box?
Courtney Popper, you are our winner.
You can come pick it up.
If you want to come to the house and get it, that's great. So congratulations, Courtney. We need your address, and we will send it.
Actually, I might have theirs. I think I do have theirs.
Do you have theirs?
I will double check. And Courtney, just send me a message just to make sure.
Please do. And then, so for this week's prize, since we were talking about the NBA experience, we're going to give away the NBA experience mouse ears that just came out for
the patch on the back
for the new facility. And it's got a nice NBA patch on it.
What's inside? Oh, it's the Fab Five from basketball?
And on the inside of the hat, it says NBA Experience, and it has Mickey and Minnie. Yeah, it's a Fab Five playing basketball on the inside of the hat.
Very cool.
So, wait, don't I have something else? Oh, yeah. And an NBA Experience fan for when you're out there. In
Not just an NBA Experience fan, but an actual fan.
So, this is this week's prize. If you would like to get a NBA Experience.
So what are you going to do?
Mouse ears and a fan.
You're going to do hashtag.
Hashtag NBA Experience.
That's a lot. Why don't you do NBA EXP?
Really? NBA
Okay, you have everybody.
Okay, NBA.
NBA TMSM
Only because he asked me
Experience.
how you spell experience earlier.
MNSHS.
You did.
Add a ton of acronyms out there.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to do hashtag TMSM NBA Experience at Walt Disney World 2019
No, we're not.
August
Okay, forget
12th.
it. Forget it. Okay, how about just hashtag, you ruined it. How about hashtag TMSM and the state that you live in? Let's make it easy.
TMSM, that's the one we used last time.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
TMSM, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Somebody, that's the one you used last week.
Whatever, we're using it again because you threw my NBA experience thing off.
You could do TMSM NBA.
They want to start entering and they can't until we pick a hashtag.
Nobody's entered yet.
Hashtag, you ruined it.
Bye, Robert.
That is the best. Robert, you are winning tonight.
Robert, you $3,000.
You ruined it. I love it. Okay, so
5 thumbs up, all of you are done. I will find who all you are.
This is the best.
I'm done with this show.
Denise put a hashtag, you ruined it.
I'm done. Stop talking to me.
Stop talking to me.
What'd you say?
Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Okay, so we're just you can just use TMSM, or if you want to be, snarky, you can put hashtag you ruined it. From what's it here?
I promise if you put you ruined it, you will not win. Especially if your name is Robert.
Funny. That is so funny.
Oh yeah, you guys are a hoot.
Okay, and then if you tag people on this post as well, those are extra entries. And if on YouTube, follow on YouTube and hashtag TMSM.
And if you unfriend Robert, that's an extra couple entries for you.
This is fantastic. Oh, I need to get some sleep because I'm finding this way too entertaining. Awesome.
I'm not gonna make her dinner now.
I don't need to eat dinner. I'm just gonna have one of my protein bars and watch 90 Day Fiance, and I'm good. So anyway,
What'd you say?
They're hashtagging you ruined it. I love this. This is fantastic.
None of you are winning.
Okay, so again, rundown. Next week we are going to be live. We're going to go live at our normal time, but we are not going to be here in our kitchen.
4 o'clock. We gotta be sure 4 o'clock.
Make sure because we're gonna go live from Disneyland.
And we're not even sure where we're gonna be. If we're going to California Adventure or Disneyland the first day. We haven't even talked about it.
We don't even know where we're gonna be, so it's gonna be a surprise for you too. So
not really. If you go on to Instagram earlier in the day, you'll see where she's at.
Maybe, but if you don't want to know, and if you want to know where we're going to be, if you want to be a surprise, then come back this time next week.
You know what? I'll say this. I think we should do Disneyland.
I want to do California Adventure first.
But the reason I said Disneyland is because when we were there last time for D23, we did go live from California Adventure because Captain America walked up behind us.
We didn't do live. We recorded that.
It
was for my Wednesday night vlog. We did a vlog when I was scared to do vlogs back then. Now I talk to people every week.
Maybe we'll do one from California Adventure and one from Disneyland. We do have park hoppers.
I don't know. I guess you'll just have to tune in next week and find out where we are, because I don't know.
And we will be live at the expo during that whole weekend. So we will
I'm going to make sure I have my chargers with me so that
We're
I can
taking
go
our
live
Wi-Fi
as much
router
as
with
possible.
us, so we will have a lot of equipment with us to make it work.
Yes, so for sure. All right, so
They're hashtagging Robert Carlson.
live from In and Out. That's good.
Robert, you're not winning either.
Robert for the win.
Do you see what Kyle put on there?
What did Smoot put?
TMSM Scott ruined it.
Scott ruined it. You go, Smoot. That's awesome.
I'll send you a dress with pockets.
This is great. I needed the laugh. I've been so stressed with all this work we've had to do. This is fantastic. So I know that that we're supposed to be here entertaining you, but you've entertained me. So thank you.
She's had 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, so yeah, next week Disneyland. So and then you want to do your little rundown?
Oh, I guess I could.
Yes. Don't be bitter.
Oh, I'm bitter. Okay, so we'll start out. If you didn't know, we go live on Mondays for TMSM Weekly Live. You can sign up for text alerts. To sign up, just text the word TMSM Live to 94253, and you'll be added to our list. Normal text rates apply if you have to pay that, but this is a way we send out a text message roughly 5 minutes before we go live on Mondays. I will do it next week from California, so you know right before we go. That you guys will know that that's coming, so you can get to your devices and get in front of it to watch whatever we're going to do crazy stuff. So again, TMSM Live 94253 is the number you want to text it to. You add to our list, and you can unsubscribe at any time. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up for that. We also wanted to mention our official travel sponsor, MEI-Travel Mouse Fan Travel. Becky and her team are the official travel partner of the Main Street Mouse. They've been fantastic with us, and they are taking care of everybody who goes with them. So check them out. Go to the link that you see on the screen now, or you can click any of their banners on our site. The banners are updated when new specials and such come out, so that way they can keep you guys apprised of what's going on. But no matter what, even if you're not going to Disney, if you're going anywhere, they can help you with any kind of travel you need. So make sure you give them a click on there and talk to somebody, and they'll help you out. Next up, TMSM Radio, sponsored by our friends at Kingdom Strollers. You can go to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, do a search on TMSM Radio, and download that to your smart device and listen to 24/7 Disney magic, from parades to fireworks to rides. It's all on there. So go check that out. Again, that's totally free, sponsored by Kingdom Strollers for you guys to listen to. And we hope you enjoy it. Everybody so far who listened to it loves it.
Yes.
Next up, Coffee Shop of Horrors and TMSM have our coffee that came out this year. If you go to tmsm.shop/coffee, you can order your Spectro Churro blend.
It is lovely coffee.
It is. It's a great flavored coffee. We actually had our friend Scott Garland, who was here a couple weeks ago, Sky Too Hottie from the WWE. He was at an event this weekend at Give Kids the World, and they actually had our coffee out there, serving it to the people. So that was kind of cool that they had the TMSM brew there. But everybody who's tried it loves it, so go ahead, go on the link. You can order even a sample size. I think it's a 2-ounce bag they'll send out to you. Then you can try it and see if you like it. But so far, everybody said they like it. It's not a strong churro flavor, just enough to where you will enjoy it.
Yes.
TMSM social media. So at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you can follow us at The Main Street Mouse. On YouTube, make sure to click the little bell so you get notifications that when we upload a video, you'll get notified of that, however you get notified through your YouTube settings. But again, it's at The Main Street Mouse on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And on Twitter, it's at Main Street Mouse. Last one is you can follow Michelle and myself on Instagram, at Michelle M. Atwood on Instagram, or myself, TMSM Avenger on Instagram. Make sure you follow us this week, because we're going to be posting a lot from Disneyland next week, and you guys want to see what we're up to. We'll both most likely be doing mostly Insta stories and such. It's a little bit easier to post on Insta stories than it is to actually write out a post and put it on the wall each time.
Yes, and even before Disneyland, again, don't forget Friday nights.
Yes.
Food. If you want to see the preview for Epcot Food and Wine Festival, and you want to see all the goodies coming for the Halloween party with all the new things, please follow us on Friday. It's going to be a whole lot of information.
Parade's getting new floats. The Incredibles are joining it. Fireworks is going to be a whole different show. We saw a little glimpse of it the other day with the thing with Jack Skellington, correct?
Yes, so Jack Skellington is hosting the fireworks. Now, we don't know what all that entails, but it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it looks like he comes out on the stage to introduce and do things, so it's going to be great. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try to live feed it. As long as I have a signal, I will live feed the fireworks.
And we will have it uploaded on our YouTube channel afterwards. After that evening, so you guys can go watch it there.
Yes. So Friday night we will have Halloween stuff, and then starting Sunday we'll be in California, Disneyland stuff. So I hope you guys follow along, and just know that we really appreciate you guys tuning in every Monday night for our little hour of silliness. I know that you could be doing other things on a Monday night, but the fact that you come and spend an hour with us means like everything. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate all the support you guys give us for everything. So thank you.
Yes. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
We wouldn't be going to Disneyland if it wasn't for you guys.
No, we wouldn't. So. Disney would not have us cover events like this if we didn't have the audience, the people interested in what we do, and so that's where you guys come in, and we thank you very much. And we hope to we'll do the best job that we can to bring you all the good stuff that's coming in the next week and a half, too.
And don't forget D23 on Sunday, the 25th, is the Disney Parks panel that morning. The 2-hour panel where they announce everything that's coming to the parks over the next 2 years. So make sure we're going to try to put it out as fast as we can. We'll be sitting there. We'll have a camera going. I'll have my computer going. We'll be doing as much as we can to get that information out to you guys as soon as it hits. So stay tuned that day. Yeah,
that's going to be a big one, you guys, the Parks panel for D23. And I will put out reminders that it's coming because we're going to find out all the good stuff coming and you guys aren't going to want to miss it.
Maybe we'll use the text alerts.
Maybe,
stuff hits,
we'll
if that's
figure
okay
it out.
with you guys, maybe we'll send out text alerts during that time so that as big news comes.
It's going to be a lot of big news coming out of D23, and we'll get it all to you as best we can.
Definitely.
So, we will see you next Monday live from California. We will be at Disneyland. Again, same time, just different location.
Same time, different place.
Different place.
Same us.
So yeah, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we will see you next Monday.
See you real soon, guys.
Bye.
Bye.